Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you might be watching us from. We are live on our Let's Grow Together series. And we are so excited to be on this platform tonight. And tonight we've got quite an interesting topic. But before we get into our topic, I'll introduce myself. My name is Sita. I am a mom. I'm a nurse by profession. I live in the UK with my family, but originally from Zimbabwe, and I'm also a proud digital business owner. So, our topic for today on our Let's Grow Together series, it says, have you ever had to give yourself a second chance? So that is what we'll be discussing today, but I will allow my business partners to introduce themselves, then we can have our discussion. I'll send it to you, Davina.
Thank you very much, Sita. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. As Sita has mentioned, my name is Davina Patel. I hail from the beautiful islands of Fiji, currently residing here in Auckland, New Zealand for the last 2 years. By passion, I'm an online mentor. By profession, I have nearly 20 plus years experience in different finance fields in a corporate environment. What I love to do in my habits and my free time, I like to be there for my friends, families, and loved ones and people who I come across to give them that inspiration and encouragement of hope on the daily challenges they face and give them a second chance where they can use their skills and also create a passive income. So that is it from my side, Sita. I give it back to you.
Thank you so much, Davina, for the lovely intro. We will pass it over to our sister Notando to introduce herself.
Thank you, Star. My name is Notando Kumalo. I'm a mom of two, a wife to Sisa, and I live here in the West Midlands. Originally, I hail from Bulawayo in Zimbabwe. Professionally, I'm a nurse. I was a full-time registered nurse, but now I'm a home educating mom to my two children, whilst I run this online business here at home. I am so excited about tonight. I hope to be speaking to you in a little while. Back to you, Star.
Thank you so much, Notando. Now you have known all of us here, so we can just dive into our topic for today. Have you ever had to give yourself a second chance? When I thought about this question, it played on my mind a little bit, and I thought, second chance, I have given myself second chance, third chances, fourth chances, and I've never given up. So I was thinking, I keep giving myself, life has a way of teaching us, through challenges, setbacks, and even disappointment sometimes. The first path to take doesn't lead to where you hoped it will take you. But later on, you decide, okay, maybe let me look the other way and see whether this one will work. So, it doesn't really stop there. It's a journey that you started with a vision, with the ideas that I want to achieve this. Then it didn't get to the way where you wanted it. Because sometimes, in life, we always want shortcuts. Sometimes when you start something, you just quickly want to get there before you even learn how to walk to get to where you want to be. And then things don't work. And then you think, oh, maybe it's me. But let me talk about myself. In my life, I have failed a lot of times. I know, as I said, that giving yourself a second chance is not about failures, but I have failed myself in a way, in the light of other people and inside of other people. But within myself, I told myself, you know what? I'll give myself a second chance. I will rise again and I'll achieve my dreams and do what I wanted to do. I left school at a younger age because I had my first child, when I was still in school. And then everybody laughed at me and thought, oh, look at her, look at you. You're such a dreamer. Where would you achieve whatever you wanted to achieve? But as I said before, I've always wanted to be a nurse. And I knew in my heart, deep down, that is what I needed to achieve. So I thought to myself, I gave myself a second chance because I knew I had a vision. I wanted to achieve something. And I made sure that I achieved my dreams because, when people were looking at me, I have been a failure in certain ways, but deep down, I knew that I will achieve it no matter what. And I managed to push. And now I am a nurse. I've been a nurse for the past 29 years. And then that is an achievement to me. I gave myself a second chance, even though people that used to laugh at me, thinking that what can you achieve? Even some of the family members that I grew up with, because they were still in school and I was no longer in school, they used to laugh at me, thinking, what have you done? Look at you. What have you done to yourself? As if I committed a crime. But deep down, I knew that, you know what, my God is there. I will achieve. And He allowed this to happen. And I'm not angry about it. Maybe I deserved it, but I never gave up on what I wanted to achieve. I managed to get my results and I left everyone in shock. And now they are busy, clapping for me. Oh, you've done so well. You've done so well. As if I was not going to achieve. And that to me was a great achievement. And look at me. I'm still walking tall and getting higher and higher, achieving what I want to achieve in my life. And now I'm talking in front of someone here. I am doing my online business, which nobody thought I would be able to achieve what I have achieved in my life and what I am doing now in my life. So I gave myself that chance to achieve what I wanted to achieve in my life. Although some people did it without any hiccups, but I had a lot of hiccups, humps all the way, but I managed to get where I wanted to get. So if there is someone out there who you think things didn't work out the way you planned it, or you have had a lot of disappointment in your life, or you have had a lot of struggles or failures, pick yourself up and start from where you are and achieve your dreams. Anything is possible as long you've got that willing heart and that push that you want to achieve. You will get there. Nothing will stop you. Anything is possible. You just want to give yourself that chance to achieve and try whatever you want to try. Okay, I'll give this chance to Notando to try and tell us whatever his second chance is all about.
Thank you, Star. More grace to you, my sister. I can listen to you, all day just sitting there because what you say is something which we know, is common in our communities, in our society. So thank you so much. So I've introduced myself already. Me, my second chance is, I think they always say a cat has got 9 lives. I always think maybe, I'm a cat in some way because I've had so many chances. But as a firstborn from my family, I always wanted to do something with my life. And me living my life, I had a job back home in Bulawayo. I had a job, but I wasn't happy because I had big dreams. Remember, I used to spot an aeroplane there, which I wanted one day to be in that. So I gave myself that chance to travel all the way to England by myself to get here and try to look for even better opportunities and fulfill my dreams. So I made it. I thought this is it now. I've passed. I've got good grades. I'm in England. I've made it. I'm going to continue with my job. But when I got here, I remember one day when I was in the office, someone rang the phone. And when I answered, I couldn't even pick a single thing they said. And I wondered, I was like, that wasn't English. I said, somebody spoke to me, I think it's in French or a different language. They said, no, no. I said, I can't even get what they are saying. So somebody took the phone off me and spoke to them. He said, you are speaking in English. I said, what? He said, that is English. That is when I realized that, do you know, people have got different accents. We have languages where I come from, but here there were some accents which I couldn't even pick when I got here. And I struggled so much in that job. Then I was so miserable, and I thought, no, I always wanted to be a nurse. Why am I miserable here? Let me go back to university. I went back to uni to study and qualified. I became a nurse. That for me was another big chance which I gave myself. And I told myself, this is it. This is the end. Now I've made it. I can understand people speaking to me. It's better face to face. You pick things, you understand someone than on the phone. So it was easy for me to do my nursing. And I love nursing. I've always loved it. I was so passionate. I was like, I've made it. But as we know, it wasn't all as it seems. Bills were high up there, the debt was rocketing, the shifts were long, it's tiring. You leave. I had children by then, you leave your children, you never see them. If you do 3 days in a row, you never see them because they are always sleeping. So I was thinking, oh, this was it for me. This was the end. What am I going to do? What am I doing with my life again? And today, this is another chance I've given myself. Now I run an online business. So, even though I left my home country to improve my life, I thought this is it. In the office, I made it. The office wasn't for me. I went in the nursing, I've made it. And now I am here running my own business in my own home. And this is, I think, is the greatest achievement, the greatest chance I have given myself. So if anyone is thinking, I wanted to be a nurse, I've done that, I'm there. I wanted to have children, I've done that, I'm there. I tell you, there's still something out there bigger for you that is waiting for you. Don't just think whatever you are in, what circumstance you are doing, that's it. It's not. You can still achieve more. Give yourself chance, give yourself grace, and do something that is really interesting and you are passionate about. Thank you, Sister. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Notando. These stories, they resonate with a lot of us there. Even when Notando started to talk about her own stories, most of them or all of them, they resonate with me. That's where I was. And I climbed the ladder to where we are at, all of us here. I'll give this chance to Davina to say what her chances are all about.
Thank you very much, Sister Sita. Well, I give a personal perspective of mine. When it came to uh, for me, for my education, from my degree to my master's, I'll be very frank. I failed literally 8 of my papers, but I never gave up. I
Mm.
never gave. It costed me money, time, energy. It costed somebody money because I was sponsored. But still, I never gave up. That is why I gave myself a chance to, okay, I don't understand academic. Maybe I didn't understand the whole concept and principle. But what do? I go make an effort to learn again something I didn't understand and don't make the same mistake. So that I remember very well. And also in my jobs as well, I had 2 occasions where I had contracts where that came to an end, and it gives you a time to reflect. Okay, what did you learn on your job that, okay, you probably think you made a mistake, but maybe you are not the mistake. Maybe you don't blend into the environment. Maybe you learned something from your seniors that maybe you have built in your character, being resilient and being gives you that strength maybe they don't have. So for me, I would say, for myself, the second chance came when I started also this online business. For example, when I was able to see a little bit of more dreaming, be a go-getter, also create a platform. I am a person who likes to give awareness, encourage, and inspire people that from their daily lives that we all face, that it's not easy starting anything new, anything. Wherever you make a movement from one country to another, you're relocating, anything you do, it's like the anxiety, the experience, it becomes overwhelming, but you still do it knowing that your vision is still big, but your obstacles, you have to take it in small steps and break it down and see, okay, I have a challenge. How do I break it down to solve it? And this is where the online platform for me has created something new. And it's all about choosing, the fear over my own limitations of my knowledge of not being tech savvy. And also, I am a person who likes to live life with purpose and give back to people. My life has not been rocket science and easy for like many. I have faced challenges in my last 20 years that I've been working in all the different corporate environments, and I have seen good, I have seen bad. My biggest achievement is not on the paper that I have. They're in the lessons that I've learned from being there, out there, being resilient, being patient, and love. And that came, where did that come from? That came from my family, because I look after elderly grandparent, aged parent, a special needs brother. I have a sibling here in Auckland, New Zealand. With I have a nephew, and I also have a caregiver. All these people are financially and emotionally dependent on me, and I'm still there. I'm still working my 9 to 5 job, and there can be days that I do feel burnt out, let's say, overwhelmed. But my responsibilities, I know it's there, sitting there. But my biggest blessing is reminding me the strength that I have, the unity I have with my family, with, because I've seen, I value relationships, I value people. That is something, it's very close to me. And that value, because they give me that strength, no matter if I'm not feeling, if my contract has come to an end, if I'm not working, no matter being the sole breadwinner, that love they give me, they don't judge me, they push me forward. So I want to join. When I joined this, to it wasn't always for me joining something to create income. It was always searching for, deep down, building a team, also creating a change, making people feel vulnerable, being honest about everything, and you design your life fulfillingly. So for me, this was where the online business gave me that purpose. And also, you learn the skills. There's massive skills we have. It's more better than even going into the university learning something for 3 years. Our online business, you give it 3 years, you will excel in life. And the only criteria for us to join us is 18 years and over. And this business has given us all the skills, it creates the financial opportunities, but it gives me the courage to even dream bigger, come out of my comfort zone, give me that confidence, and also make those dreams come into reality. And I want to retire early. That was my biggest vision, to join the online space. I want to live life on my own terms. I don't want to report to somebody. Someone comes and tells me into the boardroom that you have performance issues, or we have heard number of the complaints about you, and you're not always going to be there defending yourself, you know so my time is the most precious gift I can give to anybody. That's the commodity we have. So are we using it wisely? That's the question I will ask everybody who's watching us live or who's going to watch the replay, because time is the most important commodity we have, and don't waste it. If you see that you're not getting valued, it's time to move on. So I know if my stories has ever touched any one person, or in moving and helping them, giving them a second chance, connect with us, live life with meaning, and follow us on our social media to see that what you who knows, you deserve something better. And never doubt yourself. You always have to believe in yourself again. You have to rise stronger than before and live life that truly lights you up from inside. So that is it from my side, Sister Sita. I give it back to you.
Thank you so much, Davina. You really said it so clearly to anyone and everyone out there. And a lot of people can resonate with you, because we all have got extended families. We don't just look after our families. We never give up in anything that we're doing. Even if things don't work out, you find a way. And if whatever you're doing is not working out, find a way. Look at something that you can hold on to, something that you can call your own. Don't rely on someone's job, because they can tell you that we no longer have a job for you. What are you going to do? Look for something that you will call it your own. This online business, it has created a lot of flexibility and freedom to us as individuals. So we are out here to help anyone that want to get themselves started. So don't hesitate. If you are willing to understand more about what we are doing here, connect with any one of us where you've seen them. If it's Notando, connect with Notando. If it's Davina, connect with them and find out more. Even if it's me, connect with me. We are here to help each other. Thank you so much. We will meet again next Wednesday at the same time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.